They had already taken the pace lap. They had been given the clinch green flag. So therefore, Ignacio will not be able to start. And it appears as though the same will apply to Scott Booley. Green flags are out, and we are headed for turn number 1, Rolly.
Great action coming your way as they hit into that turn on the outside, the 179, and contact as Farino is up into the wall, car 25, and also taking the 23 along with him as the 23 now has a flat left front tire. Farino limping to the infield, and he's got a problem as the caution flies.
That is one of the toughest ones there is when you go through all of the work, all of the qualifying, get into the feature event and come down for the start and get into trouble on the first lap.
And Zippo.
You know, we want to take a second here to extend our thanks to not only all the race fans that have some memorabilia. It's going to be a great day right here.
Absolutely. Once again, the green, and here's Russ.
Down to the line, we have the 2 green flags for the second time, and it is still Willie Hardy to set the pace. Willie jumped out in front this trip and leads them off the second turn. It is John Jensen running in the second spot with 179. Then Larry Ridgemaster, in car number 10 down low, trying to hold on for third, but Eric Kearns is right there in the 32, challenging on the high side. Lou Pryor, who was so dominant in his qualifying event, also running right near the front of this pack. A long, long way to go, and many of the heavy hitters with a long run to make before they get to the front. Drivers like Brad Bennett, like Jeff Zuidema, like Tom Rosati, with a long haul as Willie Hardy finds himself now able to open it up just a little bit.
At the moment, Jeff Zuidema is the front runner among the top point contenders. Zuidema in the 15, right behind Brad Bennett, working the low groove under Eric Kearns now, looking to move up into the 8th spot. 4 spots behind him is Tom Rosati, and Tom Curran right behind him.
Bringing you back now to turn 1, it is Willie Hardy out in front. Billy Lawrenson. We've got problems down in turn number 2, the 42. That is the car being driven by Tom Fern. You can see a lot of fire underneath the hood of that car. And this will bring out the red flag. Now, Fern is being very, very smart. If you notice, he has slowed the car down so as not to fan the flames and is trying to get it off the racetrack down into the infield. He has done that, and now he piles out of the race car. And that was, again, an extremely sharp move by a young driver who has an awful lot of talent.
Sure does.
So many people would just be tempted to either bail out of it right there or would panic and would pick up speed in order to try to get away from it. And that, of course, would do nothing but drive the flames right back into the cockpit. So then we will have the fireworks display. Just a wonderful, wonderful fireworks display here tonight with musical accompaniment and all.
Well orchestrated, we might say.
Absolutely, and we must say this is being coordinated and produced by Patty Emerson. And boy, she just does such a great job on these.
Absolutely.
Green is out, and we've got a couple of problems. Brian Crunden ends up in the infield and then just comes to a stop off of turn number 4. So that will obviously bring out the caution flag again. Everyone slows safely. Brian took quite a ride down through the infield here at the Stafford Speedway. They begin to wind him up. You can hear them running up through the gearbox. Green flag is out, and Willie Hardy once again. He has filed for patent rights in that restart. He's got it right down pat. Off the turn, they begin to sort this one out just a little bit. It is Willie Hardy followed by the 99 of Billy Lauritsen. They continue to stack them up side by side in the battle for third. Dennis Doyle now emerges in that position. As Jeff Zuidema rolls the 15 car into position number 4. Brad Bennett is right there taking over the 5th spot as they head down the back straightaway. Then it is Lou Pryor up into 6th with car number 74. Top 6 or 8 cars run almost single file. 5 laps posted on the Winston Racing Series scoreboard. all the action captured on film each and every Friday night by KGM Videos. Kenny Meisenhelder and family catching all the action, and you can have your very own copy. Just contact Kenny in Agawam.
Meanwhile, Tom Rosati moves into 7th place, moving past Eric Kearns, and that puts him just 3 spots behind the number 2-point man, Jeff Zuidema. Somebody up into the marbles. It looks like Mark Perino. He straightens it out, gathers it back.
But now the 22 car goes around, and we'll see what Carroll is able to do with it. He gets it down off of the banking anyway, but the car does not appear to be running. And so the yellow flies once again. Sit down and talk with the folks at KGM Videos and maybe get something special made up for them. Or maybe there was a particular race here at the Speedway that your friend or relative thoroughly enjoyed. They have a complete file of all of the activity. So contact them and make the holidays something special. I know, you don't even want to think about the fact that Christmas is even a possibility, and yet it's not that far away.
No, sir. Here we go. Green flag is out once again. And again, Hardy is the man.
And Hardy he is. He leads them back to turn number 1. But suddenly, down through the infield, we've got a couple of cars. The 23 of Shivers, the 176 of Manafort, the 22 of Carroll, and we believe the 12 of Caruso also took a ride down through the infield. Okay, I guess we Chris Kopech car as it huffs and puffs its way down the back straightaway.
Wow. The 179 of Jensen and the 76 of Jason Manafort heading to the pit area, and you can see some of the fiberglass on the rear of the 22 dangling in the wind.
And you can see all the damage now on the M6 of Chris Kopech.
Somehow he makes it under his own power. I don't know how he did it. He had a little bit of time to get some work done on them. There is the green flag displayed. So, just one more time around. Stashukelis returns in the 23X. Here we go. The green flag waves as the boys shift him up, and Hardy does it again. For the 4th time, he gets the jump on the restart. This time, however, Dennis Doyle is making the move on the inside, and Zuidema had passed him by, but now Doyle surges back and regains his spot. In fact, he may take over the number 2 spot as they come out of turn 4, taken away from Bill Lawrenson. They're side by side across the line. Tom Rosati starting to close the gap now in the 07. Zuidema on the inside, trying to work his way under Lawrenson also, as Doyle has the number 2 spot. Good action for that number 3 spot, and here comes Zuidema now. Underneath Lawrenson, Bennett will follow behind him. And Lawrenson being hung out to dry. Out of turn 2, they start to string out a little bit now. Surges hard into the turn and picks up the number 4 spot. Good move by Bill Lawrenson. Now Rosati gets under Lou Pryor.
Great racing all the way around the half mile, as all attention now is glued to that very same spot rally, the 07 and the 74. Rosati down low, and Pryor runs in the high groove. We're at the halfway point already, and the cross flag shown to Willie Hardy, to Dennis Doyle, and to Jeff Zuidema. Those top three running virtually nose to tail. It's a little ways back to the 99 of Bill Lauritsen. But Chris is not a happy camper. We have the lazy green out. Back to yellow immediately. All right, so here we go. Nice start. Green flag is back, and here comes Willie Hardy once again. Down on the inside, Jeff Zuidema. There's right up alongside the 31 of Doyle, and it's a two-way run for second spot now as Zuidema puts the Duraflex Budweiser race car into the second spot, and now he bears down on the rear bumper of Willie Hardy. Hardy still looking for his first win of the season, while Zuidema wants to add yet another notch to his belt of wins. Back through turns 1 and 2, Hardy and Zuidema running 1-2. Then it is Doyle, followed by Lauritsen and Bennett in the 38.
Lou Pryor apparently with a problem as he quickly drops off the pace. 74 with a problem.
And Pryor is not able to make it into the infield. Yellow flag is out, and this should be interesting because for whatever reason, he did not take the official, shall we say, road down pit road. And the irony of this is that it is his own sheet metal. Pit area.
And you know what that also does, Russ? It moves Tom Rosati up one position.
Certainly does, and we'll find out just what difference that makes as the green flag comes out and Zuidema and Hardy are side by side. Into turn 1, down on the inside, Willie Hardy. Jeff Zuidema runs in the high groove. They're down the back straightaway now, and the 15 inches ahead as they go through 3 and 4. They're swapping back and forth. Who will it be at the line? It is going to be the Bud machine for Jeff Zuidema.
And guess what? Tom Rosati has lost a position to Mark Farino. So, Rosati with his problems at the moment.
So Jeff Zuidema, who is running right up there in the point chase, now finds himself in command here tonight. If anyone out here knows that it ain't over till it's over, it's Jeff Zuidema, who was leading a race here the early part of the season. Got to turn 3 of the white flag lap and suddenly found a car sitting right in the racetrack in front of him and no place to go. And Jeffrey, needless to say, did not win the race. But he would like to make up for that tonight. So 19 are on the scoreboard. We have 6 left to go.
Mark Farino drifts up high. That opens the door for Tom Rosati now. And they'll battle side by side. And Zuidema has just 5 to go.
Lauritsen and Doyle in a great run for second. Brad Bennett continuing his incredibly steady run for the 1992 season. Bennett once again solidly into a top 5 spot. Willie Hardy also with a great run tonight. 21 on the scoreboard. Barry Simon will be in victory lane in just a few. Folks who competed in the Street Stock World Championship. The laps continue to tick away, and Jeff Zuidema continues to run away. But look at that battle rally for second. Stasikalis has gone around with car number 23, and the yellow flag comes out. I do too, but I mean, not necessarily numbers.
You beat me to the punchline. I know. Now in the 6th position, so we stand corrected. And here we go. Off the turn, it's Zuidema leading the way over Doyle, then it's Lauritsen, but Bennett now moves to the outside. And Bennett will try to move up, but no, Lauritsen shuts the door. Bill having a good run tonight in the 99.
Could be a 4-car slugfest for the win here, but Zuidema really puts the throttle down and wants to walk away and do this convincingly. Dennis Doyle thinks otherwise, however, as he begins to reel in the rear bumper of Zuidema. Just just a little bit. Zuidema and Doyle. Then it is Lawrenson and Bennett. And rounding out the top 5, Willie Hardy. Then we're back to the 07 of Rosati. John Zarotny runs next, and then it's Eric Carnes. White flag is out, Raleigh. We've got one more time to go.
Oh, wow. Jeff Zuidema going for win number 3. A winner, and this will be interesting. Caution. Well now, up. Once again, Carroll.
Pace car is in. Let's see if we can wrap this one up and bring it on home. Green flag is back out. Jeff Zuidema does his thing one more time, brings them down to the line. Billy Larson and Dennis Doyle, side by side.
And Manafort with serious damages in the 176. The whole right front virtually mangled. There's heavy damage also to the 21X.
Activity from days gone by. And if you are, in fact, one of the veterans, and you just want to take a little trip down memory lane, what better way to do it? It's called Nostalgia 92. It'll be this coming Sunday, right here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. JR is out of the car and surveying the damage, and obviously it looks to be considerable.
Okay.
Peter Locke takes the pace car in. Raleigh, here they come. Jeff Zuidema once again jumps out front. This time, however, we've got another spin. And it appears to be the 32 of Eric Burns. Yes, it is.
Perino.
That is the 32, which is driven by Perino.
Red checker.
And this is it, folks. Your winner, car number 15, it is Jeff Zuidema. Finishing second, the 31 of Dennis Doyle, followed by the 99 of Bill Lawrenson. And we'll hold for scoring beyond that, because we will actually, in fact, go back to the last completed green flag lap. But we believe that Brad Bennett will be scored as finishing in the 4th spot. Yogi said it all.
Okay. And speaking of great orators, moving to the start-finish line is Sir Simons, and he will be 272. Tom Rosati picked up 16. He now has 270. So Barry, I'm sure, will have a question or two concerning the point race for our victor as he now pulls into the start-finish line for all the plaudits that go to the victor. As he takes the victory in the Pro Stock feature tonight. Now let's turn things over to Barry Simons.
I thought you were going to say, is this working? Can you hear me, Russ? Yes. I thought you were going to say, Your Majesty, but not to worry. Jeff, once again, it is a great pleasure, a really great pleasure to present you with these trophies. You deserve the checkered flag. You're leading the points. What are your feelings now?
Well, the car again was flawless. It's been real strong every single time out. We go out and drive and stay out of trouble, and we usually finish up pretty good.
Well, you had a marvelous race. I mean, you had the regular boys with you. You had Dennis Doyle. You had Brad Bennett, etc. You managed to come through the field and lead them after every yellow flag when they got the green.
Well, I think the hardest one I had tonight was Willie Hardy, who ran real good till the end. He faded at the end. I didn't see him there at the end, but he ran strong for 20 laps. And Billy Lawrenson ran a good, clean race, and Dennis Doyle was there again, and it was a good, clean race towards the front. Well, I didn't think we were ever going to get it finished. I'm kind of happy they red checked it there. I was getting a little nervous there.
One thing I've always said about you, Jeff, you're always quick to congratulate the fellas who are behind you. You're so modest about it. You deserve that win.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Jeff Zuidema, ladies and gentlemen.